Property is not about just buying house and land. It's also about securing your future. When it comes to property investment, you look at securing your future. You don't just see land acquisition as a mere land banking thing or just want to acquire land. One thing people need to understand is that there are things that you do that cannot actually secure your future. And that is the reason property is very important when you're talking about investment, for you to think towards the area of properties investment. You know, a lot of people, when it comes to all sectors, when they look at their assets, you find out that one of the things that has made them to become that big name they are or expand in their various businesses is their ability to also invest in real estate. Now, people like the likes of the people who celebrate Dangotes, Odibolas, you look at the Dantata, you look at even individuals who run banking, that are in banking sectors like the Lumelus and all that. You find out that real estate is one of the major stabilizer for their income or their assets, because it's an immovable asset and it appreciates in value over time. But I want to actually talk about the real estate in Port Harcourt in Rivers State. Now, one thing you should know is that once the property you're acquiring is well acquired in terms of proper documentation, there is no encumbrances, it is likely going to appreciate, because people buy or invest and pay more for properties that are not encumbered. Let's say you are having a property in a location where the property is sold probably for 100 million and there is an issue in the property. The first thing you start getting from people is depreciation in the negotiation in acquiring that your property, and at the end of the day you find out that despite how much they brought it down, they may likely not want to take the risk of buying that property. So if you're actually acquiring property in this part of the world, one of the things you need to do is to ensure that you have a proper documentation and a verified property. The reason I said verified property is that a lot of people get involved in property unverified without actually knowing the root of title. They just get excited because they just want to invest. And that is why I said in my open speech that when it comes to investing in real estate, it is not just about buying land or houses. It is about securing the future, because it's not an asset most times that you start benefiting from immediately. Most times over time, the value comes, it appreciates, and it will not be good for you after investing in something you've believed will secure you. At the time you want to make use of it, you start hearing stories of encumbrances and other issues as regards that property. Is disheartening and it is heartbreaking. So when you want to invest, be sure of the root of title. Be sure that you are not investing in questionable characters, people who you cannot trust, because property acquisition has to do with the person more than the documentation. Someone who have a questionable character, who cannot be trusted and is selling your property, automatically you should know that that property itself may likely have an encumbrances, even if it's not visible at that time you are investing. With time, you may hear stories coming from it. So don't be too excited or over carried away when acquiring. Be more interested in the personality of the person you are investing through.